Wait, King, I'm not ready yet, man. Hold on, man. Wait, hold on, King. I guess it's too late. YouTube Glow Yard. See, you almost had me, King. You almost had me. MFFL, what's good, everybody? Welcome to another edition, another brand spanking new, hot off the press, hot off the oven, preheated on 350 edition of We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Mavs production. Listen, guys, if you don't know by now, man, it is the man rocking the blue to match the blue outline we have here and to match the blue of our favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks. It is your boy Real. And joining me is the man not rocking the blue, but he's trying to copy me with the white tee, man. Come on,
Actually, I'm old school with it. My shirt is tie dye. It's blue and white.
Ooh,
So
okay.
so yeah. So I
It
am
is my
rock.
boy King, man. He out here showing off, y'all. He out here showing off.
Thank you for the introduction, brother. Even though you try to take my swag away from me, I appreciate it. But also, as always, guys, please, if you're not able to watch our pretty faces, or tune into us, I should say, on any of your favorite streaming platforms. And if you're able to go on Anchor and listen to us for any reason, we do have a donation tab there, and you're not needed to give us anything, but it would definitely be appreciated.
Yeah, yes, sir. Like you said, if you guys aren't able to watch us, you can always listen to us on all podcast streaming services. Also, like you said, we can take donations on Anchor right now. We can also take donations here. We have our Cash App down here at the bottom. You guys can see is $ We Talk Mavs on Cash App. If you guys find it in your heart to donate a little bit to the channel, guys, every little bit can definitely help. So as y'all guys probably see with the thumbnail, in today's show, guys, we're just gonna be strictly for y'all today. It's kind of quiet right now in the NBA atmosphere. I mean, other than Kevin Durant, but he doesn't play for the Mavericks, so we ain't gonna be talking about him too much. It's all strictly Dallas Mavericks here, guys. So if you guys have any questions, you have any comments, guys, it is your show tonight. So whatever's on your mind, guys, let us know. Let's get into it, man. Any questions, any Mav content. I mean, should I say any Mav comments you guys have? It is your show tonight, guys. So take it away. Um, the only thing really, man, that's kind of Mav related that kind of came down here is Dirk's number 14 Germany jersey is going to be retired here in Germany. So
Yeah.
that's gonna be something for Dirk. I mean, I remember I used to go to the Mav games and there was a guy there that had the Dirk 14 jersey. Like before it was popular and all that stuff, he had it, man. Every time I went there and I saw him, bro, he always had that jersey on. And I was kind of jealous, King, 'cause I was like, I don't know where he got that jersey from, man. But that joke fresh, bro, fresh.
Yeah. Big ups to Dirt. Legend. The GOAT.
Yes, sir. And another one that came down is the fact that I just told King Tyler Dorsey had a pretty solid game today for Greece. He had it was I think what did I tell you 11-5, 11-5 was what it
Yes.
was because he's
Yes.
playing for Greece with Giannis and the Antetokounmpo brothers. So
Yeah.
they won today. Giannis put up big numbers too. So
Yeah.
I'm ready to see Luca play, man. To be honest with you,
Yeah. That should be
he,
soon, right?
I think so. I don't even know the schedule, man. To be honest with you, I don't.
I don't know at all.
Usually,
I
usually
just
the
hear
and kind of tell us, man, when they playing, and a lot of the people who watch us that are overseas are kind of the ones who tell us, man. So
yeah,
I'm like,
I
sure.
I usually just hear about it when it's the day of usually. And it's like, oh, it's time to play. I'm like, okay, I need to watch it. But yeah.
Or I mess around and get like a Bleacher Report alert or something, man. Say like I
Yep.
did today with Giannis. I didn't even know Giannis didn't play today. I just got the
I,
Bleacher
I
Report alert,
I didn't
and it
either
was
until I
like,
saw
yeah,
it.
Giannis dropped the what was it, 30, 10, and 10.
Yeah.
I think he had a triple double or something. So
Yeah, I saw the highlights. Yeah.
I didn't even see the highlights. Oh no! There was something, King. There was something. Was it you that dropped this or Will? One of y'all. So pro am today. Jalen
Oh,
Brunson.
that was me first. Me
Yeah,
first.
yeah. Nah, go ahead and talk about it. What was it?
Oh, it was just that what was it? Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, and Obi Toppin all played in the pro am Drew League, I believe. And they had, I guess, decent performances, you could call it. JB had, I think, 24 or so. I think Obi and both Obi and Julius as well both had over 30, I believe, and they lost by 13 to a bunch of. I don't think anybody on the other team played for the NBA at all, and
Nah, they did.
they lost. So I know that's something the Mavs fans definitely want to cheer about, and throwing New York's faces. But yeah, that was pretty bad. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I just listen. I can see it now, man. I can see them, and you know what, man? I saw the dude tweet this earlier, man. He was like, so he said, so Julius Randle can't win nowhere.
Nah, he can't.
like,
I don't
like
want
man,
Julius Randle,
leave
man.
Julius Randle alone, man. Leave that dude alone, man. It's crazy, bro. Because like you said, that's just gonna be more ammo for people, man. To say like, see, Jalen should have stayed in Dallas, but it's all good, man.
I think
But
I think your
what
boy,
was
you're just gonna say your boy Julius Randle. It's a lot of Mavs fans that want Julius Randle, and I guess I didn't know that until I guess this year or this previous year. But it's a lot of fans that want him. I want to stay. I want nowhere near that guy. Like I know he may be from the area or something like that, but nah,
he
I
is?
don't. Nah, I don't
I want
like
to say
his
he from.
style.
I want to say he's from DeSoto, as a matter of fact. Could be wrong, but I think he is from DeSoto.
Yeah,
Let's go ahead and get some of these questions here, King. Got the first one up here.
let's do it.
Jody says, "What's good, Jody?" He said, "Westbrook or Kyrie?" Board hypothetical question. Yeah, I mean, hey, you asked me a question. I mean, you asked me a question right now. That we there's not a lot going on right now in the NBA. So to answer your question, it's going to depend on for what reason. Like you talking about, for you think that they can contribute and help you win. I had to say Kyrie. If you're talking about for cap reasons, I would say Westbrook.
I say Kyrie either way. Kyrie, if I had to choose.
Like man, so hating on Westbrook, man.
I'm not. I mean, Kyrie's a free agent after next year as well.
So that man some respect out here, King. Let's see. Chess, what's good, man? He says, Luca Slovenia plays Germany. Ooh, Luca versus Dirk, huh?
Derek out there. Is Maxi playing?
I don't know. Does anybody know if Maxi's gonna play for Germany? I think Schroeder's playing for Germany, if I'm
Okay.
not mistaken. He could be playing for Germany. So I mean, Maxi and Schroeder could be playing both. So I think it's Schroeder's team now that Dirk could live.
Yeah.
Let's see. Brolaw says, "What do you think of Luca's shoes, the royal blue with the highlights, with the highlight of green?" Uh, I haven't seen that one yet. They had another. They had another colorway that came out, King.
I guess it's a lot of them. It's just wild. I don't know what Jordan's doing. I don't even want to talk about the Lucas shoes, man. Like this whole states just
I,
dropping. This is crazy. So like I'm still
I
waiting for
don't.
the.
I don't know. I don't know what Jordan Brand's doing, bro. I really don't know what Jordan Brand's doing.
I don't know what's
Like you
going on
said,
either.
we constantly been. Man, I know me, you, and me, you been talking about it. It's like me, you, and Jay been talking about it. Like we've been waiting on this shoe for I don't know how long, bro. And it's just
Yeah.
like it was supposed to come out a couple months. Matter of fact, my pops hit me up again. Like, man, when them shoes drop, I'm like, man, I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. I said they're dropping overseas and they're not shipping internationally. So, and I'm constantly seeing folks overseas like, oh, I got my Lucas or whatever. And it's like, bro, y'all getting y'all, but where's ours at?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't
And,
know, man.
and
I
you
just
can get them. You can get them. From like stores like StockX and stuff like that. But you're gonna pay double.
yeah, and that's what I
And
don't want to
and
do.
I don't want to pay for double if they going to still be released in the states.
Exactly, bro. Because
Yeah.
I was with you. I'm looking I'm like, man, I think about just going ahead and buy them. But then, like you said, when you was like, man, I don't want to buy them if they ain't came out here yet. Like they still
Yeah.
got a chance to come out here or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm with you, man. I want the shoe, but dang, bro. Like, and then on top of that, what's that? The quad 5
Mhm.
54s or whatever.
Yeah.
Those haven't came out. Like I'm waiting on those to come out. I told you those are the ones I want. You
I'm
know what I'm saying?
still
So
I'm not big on them on the ones just in general. They're growing on me more and more. The more I see them, I guess the colorways. I just want
oh,
I just want the
okay.
OGs though. You must have seen the ones he talking about, but I just want the OG. I think the black signal blue ones, just because they'll be the OGs.
I don't know if you can see that, King.
They're
It's a
the
36.
They're the
30.
36s though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
36.
I
Yeah.
saw those. Yeah,
Yeah, I
the
saw those
30s.
too. Yeah, I thought you talking about the
Yeah.
actual Lucas. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
36.
yeah, yeah.
36
My fault,
lows.
my fault. Yeah, the 36s.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
saw them too.
they're that Luca Cosmic type stuff he likes putting on shoes. So I mean, they're cool.
Yeah, we saw those, bro. I thought you talking about the actual Luca
Yeah, I'm
colorway. I'm
sorry.
like, man, I ain't seen them.
Yeah, I thought he's on Luca
Yeah,
ones.
yeah, well, that's what we're waiting on the Luca ones. Big Fat, what's good, man? He said, what does Dallas need? Why does Dallas need a second option? Why can't Dallas be like Memphis with three great third options? We say three great third options. Memphis does not have a second option. They have three great third options, and one can be a second guy on any day. Um, that's a good question, Big Fat. I used to have that thinking we had two third options on our team,
Yeah,
i.e., KP and Tim Hardaway. Um,
i.e. last year.
yeah, last year, yeah. The thing is, right, like the difference. If we gonna compare like that, like you just said, the team with Memphis, the way they're built now. If we gonna compare them to the team last year, we had those pretty much three third options in KP and Tim. Like Memphis team is deeper than our team was. You know what I'm saying? Look, we just got rid of like five players at the back of our rotation that wasn't doing anything.
Yeah,
Like Memphis doesn't have it on their team. That like, to the point that their number one player was out, and it won. What was it? 20. They were 20 and like four with him being out.
yeah,
That's because they had more depth on their team. We don't have that. We can't afford that.
yeah,
Well, we don't have that. I can't say we can't afford it, but we don't have that on our team right now. You know what I'm saying? So, to answer your question, that's why they're able to do it that way. You just said it, man, because they have so many interchangeable parts on their team, man.
yeah. I basically agree with you. Um, And that's why, going back to the point, not to harp back on JB again, guys, but that's why when JB was here, I felt like we had a lot of guys that could at least be a third best player on the championship level team. When we lost him, now we only back to having two again, like we had last year, and then we need Christian Wood to be the second option, which I actually believe he will be Big Fat. So I think we will have a second option this year. Actually, I think we have a 1-2-3, 1-2-3 combo actually this year. I don't think it'll be just knowing who's in what role. I think the three guys would be Luka, then Christian Wood, then Spencer Dinwiddie.
And then on top of that, like your three heavy hitters were all the ball handlers.
Yeah,
Like I said before, Christian Wood's going to add a different dimension because he's going to be
yeah,
that big that can score.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's going to add a different dimension to what we had last year. Where now you're going to have two ball handlers and a big that can score, compared to it just being just handler heavy when it comes to the offense. So
Did you
yeah,
before we get to the next question, Ro? Did you see Evan Turner and Andre Iguodala talking to Nico on their
nah,
show? They have a podcast. They have it's on YouTube. Check it out when you can. But they were talking to Nico, and they were saying, well, Andre Iguodala at least was saying that he expects Christian Wood to do big things with Luka. He says, like he was asking Nico, how does he feel about a guy like that? Because a lot of people around the league are saying he has to prove it. He hasn't done anything yet. Like Andre Iguodala said, I think he's nice though. I've seen him play. He said, but he has to be in a winning situation. And Nico says, well, I think when you get him over here and you got him in a winning situation, he'll become a winner. So, and that's what I believe he'll become. So I'm telling you, I think Christian Wood, his numbers will not decrease at all. He's going to increase, and he's going to fight for All-Star spot this year. I'm telling you. I strongly believe that.
because look, it's not like we don't have that belief that you have. It's not like we don't have anything to go off of.
Yeah,
We bring it up all the time. When he played with James Harden in those handful of games, man, he averaged what was it, 23 and 12
yeah.
or 11, one of them. I know it's double digits though, but yeah, a
Bro,
double double. And
our,
he shot
our,
like 50% from the field. You know what I'm saying? Playing with James Harden.
our team is just better than Houston's at this point, or at the point where he was playing with the Houston Rockets. Our team is better than those. So he's going to become a better player. It is what it is with a better coach at this point.
Jody says, what do y'all think about KD's son in the Nets? And do y'all feel like it would affect the offseason trade market for us before the season starts? Also, Julius Randle is straight cheeks. Dang.
Trash.
What you got, King?
KD son in the Nets. I've been trying to. Well, I don't want to say I've been trying to tell y'all because I had got towards the 50-50 mark. but I told you I was leaning more towards KD getting traded because of the like the all the stuff that's been coming out since him requesting a trade, the Mike James situation, um, just requesting the trade, and now him basically holding the Nets hostage and saying, you guys have to trade me if you don't fire the general manager and the head coach. So I mean, it is what it is. It sucks right now because he's holding the rest of the NBA still hostage. So I just wanted to be over with. Um, it's looking like it's really looking like it's going to be Kevin Durant in Boston probably, and Kyrie in LA. That like it might end up happening that way, and I still don't think either one of them going to win a championship if that happens. But that's just me. Um, but yeah, if that happens, that'll be fun for the NBA. Lakers will be relevant again. Boston will be up there, but they'll lose defensively. But I just wanted to be done so that we can get to the rest of the league and moves. And Julius
Yeah,
Randle with free cheeks.
I'm over the whole KD thing. But you know what, man? The thing about the whole KD thing kind of goes back to what you said, a while back about kind of knowing this is going to happen with KD and Kyrie. The funny thing about it is, so KD goes and says, "Look, either it's going to be either me or Sean Marks and Steve Nash." And the crazy thing about it is, you signed off on the Steve Nash thing. And I remember coming back on this show when that happened, and I was like, "Now, well, it wasn't this show. I think it was one of the NBA shows. I think I told Jay and them this. I said, man, look, if you have championship aspirations, you have these two players who are pretty much in win now mode. Why would you then turn around and get a coach that's not experienced?" And I told both of them, I told him and Will, I said, bro, that's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. And then look what ends up happening. And now you want to make it either me or them type thing when you signed off on that.
Yep.
Literally every move that the Nets made, they did it for you. And that's why the Nets made those comments like, man, look, we need to go get back to how we were doing things. And stop letting these people in here dictate, all this old stuff. And then they ended up playing a clip earlier where KD was pretty much like, man, look, get off of Nash, man. Things been happening. We've heard people out and all this old stuff. And then like Kyrie next to him, like shaking his head, like, yeah. And it's like, so then what is this then? What are you trying to get rid of? You signed off on it, KD. Now all of a sudden now it's we gotta get rid of him. Like, man, listen.
The guy is incredibly talented. He's incredibly talented, man. But it's that alpha, that dog, that it's wild that KD gets a pass for not having a dog, but they always go at LeBron for not having it. Not to bring it a KD LeBron case on the show again. But
it's true.
That's the truth. Or the thing that they hold against LeBron is the thing that KD doesn't have that will always make him worse than LeBron. That's in my opinion, as far as an all around just category, man. Like that's KD is missing that. And you need that dog on your guy as your guy on your team. Like he may not have to be the leader of the team, but he has to be a dog. Like he has to be a guy that's gonna go to war with you no matter what. And KD is just he decides when he wants to just play basketball and when he doesn't. Like I don't know what he cares about.
And like you said, and you could tell that he's not a dog or alpha because why'd they go to Brooklyn?
Because Kyrie wanted to go. They could have been in New York.
That wasn't even your choice. You follow behind Kyrie. You're the best player.
Yeah. I told you, man. I told you when I gave y'all I think on We Talk NBA before. It's a reason. There's a reason they respected Russell Westbrook more than they did him when he was in OKC. When he left the team or whatever like that, they were always like even the old players, Kendrick Perkins and him got in the beef because Kendrick was stepping up for Russell Westbrook and calling him Mr. OKC and all that. Like they respected Russ on that squad. No matter if you like Russ or you don't like Russ. Golden State, you saw what happened with him and Draymond Green. As far as like it's like it's kind of like it's a role, and it's a role now that he's accepted. Like I enjoy Kevin Durant on Twitter. I think he's incredible on Twitter. I think he talks his mind now. Like once he's been caught with that account, it's like now he's accepted the villain role and he just plays it. And he even said to the other guy that said to him, well, KD's going to leave and take the easy way out. He said, well, is it easy for you to not have a car or something like that? And I'm like, well, he's throwing it in our face that he is still a millionaire, a professional basketball player, and he can still do what he loves to play. I mean, do what he loves to do. And it is a great thing. But, he's accepting the villain role. It is what it is. I don't think he can move much higher on the totem pole with the way he plays and not knowing if he's going to lead another team. Like Brooklyn with this was his chance right here to really take a step up if he'd have won a championship here, and he didn't do that. So I think he's really accepted his place, and now he's just going to do what he want to do now. Like it is what it is.
That's why I don't feel sorry for KD in this situation.
Nah, I don't feel sorry for him.
It's self-inflicted, man. Yeah. I don't feel sorry for him at all, bro. Dylan, what's good, man? He said, "What do y'all think about the Bleacher Report proposed trade for Mike Conley?" So the trade he's talking about, King, is the Jazz would get Davis Bertans, Josh Green, and the 2025 first round pick, and then Dallas would get Mike Conley.
No,
I wouldn't do it. I'm not giving up a first for a declining Mike Conley. I'm sorry. I know we need a ball handler, but I'm not that desperate, man.
I'm only giving up a first for somebody I know that's going to help us. Like I'm like, yes, he is a piece that's going to be big right now. You feel me? Like, if not, no. He's Mike Conley's too much of a question mark. No first rounders.
Man, I was so I've been listening to a lot of Phoenix Suns podcasts since the playoffs.
You're a dirty guy.
And somebody kind of posed that same question to them, and somebody in the comment, like a bunch of people in the comments was like, I forgot who the other two people were. They kind of been hearing linked to them, and then they said Mike Conley, and somebody put hell no, like a bunch of no at the end, bro. And somebody else like, you see people below them doing like the little quotation, like yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, we agree. Same thing. Like, nah,
I agree.
Mike Conley. Somebody said, yeah, he is washed. I'm just like, man, that's sound like Mad fans. And I'm like, nah, I'll pat. Like I said, if you barely give anything up for Mike Conley, that's cool. But I'm not giving the first round for Mike Conley, man. I'm sorry. Jody said, do y'all think Ben Simmons will still be with the Nets by the beginning of the season? I've been hoping and praying he falls. Hoping and praying he falls to us somehow. I take the risk personally.
I ain't gonna talk about it no more, bro. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, well, I should say I've been saying this for the last maybe week or so. I've been saying this about the Nets. I think all three of guys are gonna be there when the season starts. I really do.
You still think so?
Yeah, I really do, bro. Like, well, you know what? I'm okay. I'm more 60-40 with KD, because if the Nets don't bring down their asking price, and with matter of fact, the way that this whole KD thing is being handled right now, that's going to make the price even lower now. You know what I'm saying? And so
KD's getting out of there, man. It's done.
So like teams now, after what this little news that just came out, teams can just sit back and say, "Oh, your move, Nets. What you want to do?" You know what I'm saying?
What did I tell you, bro? What did I tell you that I thought he was going to get for him? I told you I didn't think he was going to get no superstar player. He was just going to they were going to get draft picks. I told you about the draft picks, really. They're going to end up getting draft picks.
If I had to guess, like I said, with everything that just happened, it looked like it might go more that direction now. Like you had a chance to jump on one of these, and from what we're hearing, a lot of the trades, man, were not bad trades.
No,
they were very reasonable trade, but we keep harping back on this. The damn Rudy Gobert trade messed everything up, bro. They looking at, and as a matter of fact, I heard your boy Jay Will say this today. Oh, if Rudy Gobert got 155 draft picks and KD needs to get 156 draft picks. It's like that's not the situation is different because Minnesota was in desperate mode.
Yeah.
They got new ownership, and ownership wants to win right now, and they thought the best way to do that was to get Rudy because Rudy was on the market. So they just gave up whatever they could to get Rudy to make sure that they got him, so that no other team could swoop in and get him.
If Minnesota had the choice right now and said, "Hey, if you gave up your the same assets you gave up for Rudy Gobert for Kevin Durant, would you do it?" Minnesota would say yes.
Yeah,
we give up everything that we gave up for Rudy, give him back, and you can have it for Kevin Durant. Absolutely, they said. So it's not that big of an issue. I think Kevin Durant's going now. I'm more of the line of 75-25. KD is being traded, and I'm more that way because KD's lowering his value now. This is the same thing that the James Harden and all has done. You remember when he was getting to a point of saying, "I'm going wherever I want to go" or whatever. He's doing it. People didn't think KD was going to do that, but as I said, I think KD is embracing that villain role and saying, "I don't care what's going on. I'm just doing what I want to do. I just want to go play basketball wherever I want to go play basketball." So I do think he's going to get traded. I don't know what's going to be the value of it. I do think if he gets traded, though, if he gets traded, everybody's getting traded. Like, they're not going to go and play that 50-50 role and all. They want to go and just rebuild and get draft picks as well, which wherever KD goes, I think Kyrie ends up with the Lakers. If KD gets traded, Kyrie ends up with the Los Angeles Lakers. No, that happens no matter where KD goes, I feel like it. And then again, I said Ben Simmons will be that piece that's just sitting there that somebody could have went and grabbed real quick for the low before anything happens to just get him out of there. I still say the Mavericks should try it. Like, it may not even take that much to get a Ben Simmons right now. It may take more when the other guys are gone.
Man, there was some rumors about Ben Simmons. He kind of put out a little tweet, kind of similar to the like a little simple, small little tweet, kind of like what Jaylen Brown did when he heard his name in trade rumors. He was just like, "Hey, it's a slow news cycle right now." So yeah, I'm with you because look, if you get rid of KD, there's no use for Kyrie anymore. They really did not. I told you this early during the season. I said they didn't want Kyrie. There was rumors. I mean, not rumors. It was like articles saying the only reason they got Kyrie because ain't no way you gonna get KD. It's kind of like how the Clippers got Paul George. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, the only way we're gonna get Kawhi is we do this trade together to get Paul George. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the same thing with this. It's like, well, look, KD's gone. That's what we really wanted. We don't need you anymore.
It's situations like you said, Ralph, and that's why PG's value is so high because the Thunder knew that the Clippers had to get him.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, you want him, you got to pay all this for him, and they paid all that to get him because they wanted Kawhi.
Exactly, and that's why I say that's why you said you can't look at each trade the same.
No,
like you said, it's the situations. The reason why the Clippers gave up so much because they were trying to get Kawhi. Because remember, there was stories that if the Clippers didn't get Kawhi, he was going to go to the Lakers.
Yeah, they were going
to. So they did whatever they could, man. Listen, man, just give my house, my mama house, my play cousin house, and my neighbor's house for Kawhi.
Bro, that'd have been nasty.
I mean for PG. So yeah.
I do think if they'd have had all three of them, they'd have had a dynasty.
Yeah, that would have been it. LeBron wouldn't have to score 30 points a game.
They could have did load management and all in between having three of them. Yep.
Martin says, "Hey guys, what do you think of KD being a cancer? He wants the GM out, the guy who wanted Jared Allen to stay over KD's pick, DeAndre Jordan and Nash, and the coach whom KD picked." Hey man, Martin, we just talked about that, man. We just talked about that, and you're right. Nobody in their right mind would have picked DeAndre Jordan over Jared Allen. Also, too, Martin, let's go back. Not only, let's talk about the coach. Matter of fact, the Ringer brought this up again. I think me and you talked about this, King. The fact that they got rid of Kenny Atkinson.
Yeah.
And you want to know one of the reasons why they got rid of Kenny Atkinson? They wanted to get rid of Kenny Atkinson? Because Kenny Atkinson didn't want to play DeAndre Jordan over Jared Allen.
Yep.
No NBA coach would have done that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And so, of course, you get this novice in here in Steve Nash. He don't have skins on the wall yet as far as a coach. So they feel like they can go and hurt. Remember, because Kyrie made that comment like, oh, well, Nash not really the coach. You know, anybody can be the coach on this team. So you already had the mind frame of like, he's going to walk all over this dude, man. He don't have no skins on the wall. So who is Nash?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's what their mind frame was going in with the whole, this whole thing is like, look, we can run this organization, which the organization did get into power. And because, you know, hey, the superstar, he want to make the superstars happy. But now it's to the point they gave them so much power, man, until we got to this point here.
I basically don't. I think it's a bunch of BS, though. Truthfully, I don't know if that's legit or not. I'm just calling it based off of what I've seen and what I've heard. You've talked about the way KD and Kyrie stood up for Steve Nash after the season, talking about injuries and all. They wanted Steve Nash there. So why, like you said, is he asking them to fire him? Like, so if I don't think Steve Nash is a qualified coach right now. Like, I think he probably, you know, I don't want to wish harm on people's jobs, but yeah, he probably shouldn't be there. But KD isn't one of the ones that believes Steve Nash needs to be fired. Well, at least until just now. So if that wasn't the case, then basically he's just playing games with the organization to get the organization to do what he wants them to do. He's basically just doing that. He's saying, hey guys, okay, I'll stay, but you're going to give me more power then. Because the issue came back to, as I said to you before, I thought him and Kyrie still wanted to play with each other. They didn't have beef. He's mad at the organization for not giving Kyrie that extension. It has to be. There's no other reason. Like, it's wild because I watch the TV shows and all, and I think on Kevin Wiles is always saying on First Things First, why is KD mad? Like no one knows why KD wants to trade.
Did you watch the one today?
I may have. I don't. Did I?
Did
I
you
can't
hear what
remember.
Antoine Walker said? He kind of said the same thing. He's like, I don't know why KD's mad. Like, KD, you're the number one option. The offense runs through you. He said, I can understand if they're taking the offensive responsibility away from you.
Yes.
They didn't do anything like that. So, like, the offense is literally catered around you because one of the complaints for Steve Nash was he doesn't run any offensive sets. Yeah. It's just, hey, KD, go out there and get us something. Kyrie, go out there and get us something. So, they're not taking the offense away from you. So, why are you mad?
Because his boy ain't getting a contract. I told you
But the thing is, if your boy not getting a contract, why do you want to go away from him, though? Why you want to get traded away from him?
He wants to get traded because he knows his boy isn't going to be there for the long haul. He knows they're not going to keep Kyrie.
But then they're both not going to end up on the same team though. After he gets traded,
I know, which means he's still
saying want to play with him.
He's saying I'd rather go somewhere else. This was the team I came to play with my boy on. Like you said, the Brooklyn Nets wasn't even his team he wanted to play on. It works the same way. He's like, I don't want to play here. I didn't want to play here. I only played here with Kyrie. You guys are getting rid of Kyrie. Why am I here? I could have played in Washington or something like that. You feel me?
I have different opinions on that, and I was kind of thinking about this today when I was listening to all these people. Have you been noticing that KD and Kyrie haven't been together in a while? They used to be together all the time. They haven't been anywhere together in public lately. Kyrie's been going to summer league by himself. KD's been hanging around James Harden. Or KD, if he's out in public somewhere, he's by himself. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I when I was telling you this about what 2 or 3 weeks ago, when you was like, oh, they said they won't play together. And I told you those reports that were coming out from Brian Windhorst, and they were saying that that's not what KD's camp was saying. That was Kyrie's camp that was saying they wanted to play together. And they were saying how Kyrie wants to go to LA and then KD wants to go to either Phoenix or Miami.
What's he mad about then?
You said what?
What is he mad about then?
That's King. That's the ultimate question because when Antoine Walker broke it down today, and you just also said it, I was sitting there thinking that too. It's like, bro, like he said, usually, you're mad because they're taking the offensive responsibility out your hand, you're going away from you, all that type of stuff. Like, they're not trusting you with the offense, whatever the case is. They're not doing anything. They've literally catered this franchise to both of these guys.
Uh-huh.
You picked the coach. You got rid of Kenny Atkinson, who everybody says is a good coach. Look what he did with that team before y'all got there. You got rid of him. You're the one who wanted Steve Nash in here. You're the one that pretty much got Jared Allen traded because you wanted DeAndre Jordan to start. You know what I'm saying? And so it just on and on. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm just like you said, you have the power here. Why are you mad?
If it was just Steve Nash, as I said, if it was just Steve Nash, I could understand and be like, well, he understands now that Steve Nash isn't a good coach and he wants a better coach. The issue it then becomes, why does he want what is it? The GM. What's his name? I can't think of his name real quick.
Sean Marks.
Sean Marks, yeah. Why does he want Sean Marks fired? That I don't understand. Sean Marks has done everything Kyrie and KD have wanted since they've been everything they've wanted. So I'm just like, if it isn't the Kyrie thing, why isn't he? KD may be the guy that
you can't say King that get them any help because he got you James Harden
and just not really saying it, like standing up for himself. That's what everybody been saying that why didn't KD push Kyrie to do this and speak up and all throughout the season and all that stuff. He may just be a guy that's just that type of guy, not an alpha guy as far as in the NBA, and just stands back and says, okay, I'm gonna fight for you, man, like even if it's wrong. So
it's the same thing too. Remember, they used to say that same thing with him in Westbrook. When people get saying, why is he taking more shots than you? Why, you know what I'm saying? Like, why aren't you saying something? You're the guy.
And KD used to fight for him and say, we win more and we play better when he takes more shots than me. KD said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But then you turn around and leave. See what I'm saying? Like, and
he just leave. KD just a different breed, man.
Yeah.
The Sean Marks part is the part that got me wild. Like, I don't understand the Sean Marks.
Sean Marks is a good GM, man.
Yeah, and he's done it's not even if he wasn't a GM, you want a GM that does everything you tell him to do or you want to do. Sean Marks, even if it wasn't the best move, like you said, did everything Kevin Durant and Kyrie wanted them to do. Everything. Yep. So why would you be mad at that GM? If you decided I want to do something else, You would just tell the GM then, and the GM would then do what you want him to do because you are what you are or whatever. You have that power. I don't get that him wanting Sean Marks fired. So that's the part where I'm like, I don't understand what he's mad about, other than that Sean Marks is not giving Kyrie his contract.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out one day in the 30 for 30 or something.
Maybe.
Jody says Jordan doing Luka dirty. I'm not feeling none of the kicks unless this is yeah, for the Euro crowd. No, I mean, because it actually had a United States release date, Jody. So I don't think it's just for them. Like I said, I don't know what Jordan Brand's doing, man. I've never seen this before, but then again, we never had anybody, an international player like Luka, who had his own shoe like this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I mean, you want to say Giannis, but Giannis has got dropped over here. His shoes got dropped over here. So I don't know what Jordan Brand is doing right now, man. I really don't. I mean, you would think that kind of like in Chicago, certain, they get certain amounts of pairs and stuff in Chicago, Jordan, because Jordan played in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Compared to like here, you would think here in Dallas, they already dropped the shoe already. But
so they're not gonna hold up. This will be Luka's 5th year, right?
Yes.
Okay. So they're not going to drop the Luka 2s until Luka's 6th year? Since he wore him in his 4th year, they're going to be all the 5th year. They're not going to drop Luka 2s in the 5th year at all.
So because he got his shoe late, it's kind of like when PG shoes came out. It came out kind of late. So what he would do is get his next shoe probably midway through next year.
Gotcha. Zion going to already have like 4?
Shoot, Zion already on that second one right now. Because remember, Zion also got his shoe at the beginning of the season too.
I know Zion's 2 is out before Luka's 1.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And when they went over to Paris, they was advertising his shoe to be coming out, but then they advertised Luka. Well, they advertised Luka, but we didn't get him. So yeah. Chess was good. Man, he said, I think Mike Conley would be a good 6 man. Yeah, but I don't want to give a first for him.
Yeah, I'm not giving the first up for a 6 man unless he's gonna be fighting to be 6 man of the year, and we know that for sure.
Exactly. Like he Jamal Crawford or somebody.
Yeah.
Potato says, are you down on trading a first round pick in order to get not to get Conley? We just said no, sir. Not doing it for an Asian Conley. Like you talking about throwing in first round picks, man. You better get somebody, man. Somebody.
Mike Conley is not better than Tim Hardaway Jr. right now.
Nah.
And Tim Hardaway Jr. not worth a first round pick. So
yeah, we gave up a second round pick for Christian Woods, who's better. I'm definitely not getting up a first round pick for Mike Conley. Reggie says, I'm on some positive is today. I think we'll be okay with Woods. I think he is going to have a hell of a year. I know King said it first. I said it first, man.
Man, I think everybody, I don't think some people question it. Some people say he's not going to be a number 2. If you believe his number is going to be better than he did in Houston, he's a number 2.
Wait, hold on. So who's going to be a number 2 then?
I don't know. I guess they didn't feel like JB was the number 2 last year. I mean, he was the number 2, but they feel like he wasn't a number 2. I guess they feel like Christian Wood's going to be the number 2, but he's not going to fill that role. Kind of like Street Clothes and JB didn't, I guess.
Chet says Maxi's not playing, but Dennis Schroeder is on the roster. Oh, okay. Surprised Maxi not playing.
Maxi old though too and hurt. You know, Maxi,
he is 30.
Maxi was trying.
I keep forgetting Maxi not young no more. He actually 30.
I think Maxi have an awesome year this year though. But go ahead, bro.
No, I hope so. He's not gonna have as much responsibility now. Gonna slide you down to your natural role. Potato says, if the KD trade comes down and they need a third team, would you trade a first round pick and Josh Green and THJ to get Seth? Oh no.
Too much for Seth.
That's way too much for Seth.
I might do THJ in a second rounder.
Yeah, but I'm not doing Josh THJ in the first. For that, you better give me a whole lot more. You better give me a starter.
Yeah.
Those 2 bench guys. You better give me a starter for that in the first round pick.
Yeah.
Brolot says, hey, King, going to disagree with you on the KD trade. I still think he won't be traded. I think they will call his bluff. If they start winning, nobody will care about the talk in the offseason. I mean, it's all going to depend, Brolot, on how he plays during this stretch. Because remember, look, it's gonna be kind of hard for me to go in here after I just said I want you fired. It's gonna be a little tension. It's gonna be a little tension.
Yeah, I don't
You know,
understand.
Ben Simmons heard his name in there. Kyrie ain't got his contract he want. You
Yeah,
can't.
yep.
These people are human. These people are human, bro. A lot of time, that type of stuff affects people, man.
I am telling y'all hear it around on other stations and all that all the time that KD just loves playing basketball and he's going to play
Yeah, I heard that a
basketball.
million times
He's
today.
not going to hold out. He is one step away from saying I'm going to hold out. So I'm telling y'all, I think KD's going to get traded because KD's about to hold out unless they
I can
do.
see him sitting out. I can see him sitting out training camp.
Yeah, KD doesn't care anymore. I'm telling y'all, he made this trade request because he doesn't. That whole ring stuff. When Steph Curry kind of broke his soul. That sucks to say, but it's the truth. Like Steph used him for more championships and then went above him in the all-time rankings. Like that's pretty harsh. Imagine Scottie Pippen doing that to Michael Jordan if he'd have won that championship when Jordan was gone. But yeah. So I'm just saying. No, there's no shots at the great Jordan. I'm just saying it's the truth. It ain't shots, it's just the truth.
I seen you pull that gun out, bro. I know what you were doing with it. What's going on?
But I'm just saying I think KD though is a step away from holding out though. I think he's just saying all this like it's coming out of nowhere and no one knows what the reason is. So why would it be any different? We don't even know why he's mad. We're still up here saying I don't know why he's mad. So why would he play? He just said Steve Nash and Sean Marks are part of the reason he doesn't want to play. So
Johnny B, what up, man? Jody says, no, Conley is washed. Yeah, man. That's why I said I'm not giving first for him. Definitely not doing that. Brolaw says, as a Longhorn fan, it's hard to tear KD down, but until he wins with his own team, he would never be in my top 10. His ring means very little to me. He cannot be number one option anymore. Jesus.
Bro, I saw a meme.
Hold on, King.
Okay.
Shots. Go ahead.
Absolutely. But I saw a meme. I don't think he's that bad. I don't think he's as bad as this. And this player isn't bad. But they said without those 2 rings, if KD wouldn't have left, he'd have been Carmelo Anthony. I was like,
Jesus.
And I'm like, he wouldn't have been that bad. He got his MVP. He'd been to a finals and all that.
So he's way more efficient than Carmelo.
Yeah, he'd have been better than that, but he'd been looked at a different level though right now. Like KD would be what? Would KD be better than Charles Barkley if he didn't have a ring?
Damn, I don't know. Because right now, all you can think about is the ring. So I'm just trying to get. It's kind of hard to pitch him without the ring.
Things that make you go, If that's those 2 years in Golden State didn't happen, we take away those 2 years. You can even include these Brooklyn years. Is he better than Charles Barkley?
Hey, I know. Charles Barkley was a dog, was an alpha.
Absolutely.
They're not gonna let nobody run him. Johnny B says, seems the Mavs signing everything except a point guard off the bench. They signed Luka, great uncle from the hood in Slovenia. Man, he assistant coach, Johnny, man. Look at you. Sign of assistant coach.
Yeah, they taking a spot for Igor. They need one of his homeboys on the bench.
Yeah. Big Fat says, what would you trade for Ben Simmons? Bertans, Powell, Green, and 2 firsts. What I would trade right now. Bertans, yeah, I probably would do
that. I mean, excuse me, I'd even trade. You can even trade Davis's. Davis's. Sorry, you can put Tim Hardaway Jr. in there, and I still do it.
Yeah,
because I think they gonna want more than some. They don't really want Bertans. Like they don't want to do us a favor for Ben Simmons. So Tim will give him something, a veteran guy that can play over there without anybody over there. Josh Green gives you the youth as far as something that can become something in the future. And then Dwight Powell's an expiring contract, and you get the first rounders. I would not to maybe I'm not going to try to give 2 first rounders, Big Fat. I'm going to try to keep it at 1 if I can. But if it came to 2, I'd still think I'd do it.
Oh man, Amount was good, man. He says, "What up, Real King in the Glow Yards? I can't watch live tonight, gentlemen. Working someone else's shift in the morning, man. Good luck to you, man. Good luck to you.
Don't let him work your Amount.
Yes, sir." Frank says, unrelated to the Mavs, but DeAndre Jordan needs to retire because dude is beyond washed. Yeah. Like matter of fact, didn't he sign with Philly?
You for real? He signed again?
I think he signed with. Hold on, bro. Hold
He
on.
signed with the Mavs?
No. He signed with Philly, I
Nah,
believe.
no, I'm just playing with you. I wanted to see you just you
Oh,
say. You said no, 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 no.
let
Nah,
me.
that's like he like Taj Gibson getting minutes right now. Yeah, like I don't understand it.
Let's see who he play for. Yeah, he signed with.
Hmm. He's still making that money. I mean, DeAndre been in the league how long now? He's been in
He,
there for a while now.
I don't know how he doing it, man.
About
I don't know
15-year
how
pro
that
as a
dude
center.
doing.
15-year pro as a center. That's pretty decent.
It's not bad. Smito, what's good, man? It's a good morning, guys. 6 a.m. Just woke up and here you are. Dang, Smito. Oh, I keep forgetting he in Germany, man. Yeah, keep forgetting you in Germany. He said, players have too much power in the NBA. In more European team sports like football and handball, uh, players just don't have that much power. Not even the best players in the world. Yeah,
It's the gift and the curse.
yeah, it's a gift and a curse, man. Because you know, I know people talk about how the ownership and stuff has so much power, man. But
This is too far though, right? That's what I'm saying. Like
yeah, it is.
the issue is not. So I don't. This is not LeBron James. Like I hate that people compare this. This is not LeBron. LeBron has always played out a contract. You can't get mad at a man for being a free agent and saying my contract is over. I can choose to play wherever I want to. Other guys haven't done it before, but I can do it, correct? Yeah. And he goes and plays somewhere else. These are guys that make this is too much. Like the CBA has to crack down on this somehow, some way. I don't know how they can do it. They have to, but this wasn't what LeBron tried to do, and LeBron has never done this, even in his career. Even when he's had what 2 bad years in LA out of his 3 years or whatever, like half of them have been bad years, and he hasn't asked for a way out. He just doesn't sign the contract. Like right now, they offered the extension. He said no. He knows his value. He's willing to take 1-and-1s. He's taking more 1-and-1s than probably anybody else. So it is what it is. Like this is just as crazy as far as KD. Like he's taking the villain role. He's a villain. He's absolutely found being a villain. He has no problem, and I got respect for him for that. Like be that villain, man. If that's what you're going to be, like he knows his spot. He's you don't respect his championships. He has them. He is where he is. Respect.
Yeah, yeah, King. Johnny said I watched Locked On Mavs earlier. They said they have Mavs as the worst supporting cast. Then the Clippers, Golden State, Nuggets, Suns, Grizzlies, and Wolves. Pels and Kings were tied, and Jazz and Blazers. Thoughts? I didn't watch that. I haven't been watching. Locked On Mavs. I ain't watched them in a while. Um, Look, this how I look at it, Johnny. We kind of had this same kind of mind frame last year when we got just Reggie Bullock, Sterling Brown, and Frank Ntilikina, and people killed the team. They didn't make any moves, all this and that, right? And then look what it ended up leading to. So that's why I've been on the with the mind frame of I'm going to wait to see what happens. Let's just wait to see what happens. We can't say we trust Nico in one breath and then at the same time say, oh, he didn't do a good enough job. It's like, look, we've seen Nico do less and we got more before. So I just want to see what happens, man. Because I still feel like that Luka is an equalizer, and I feel like Luka's going to come out even better than he did last year,
Mm-hmm.
which is going to elevate this team. So
Yeah, I don't,
that's
I
me.
don't, I don't go that far as having the worst supporting cast. I keep telling you, I think we one guy away from being a contender. It just
Ball
opens the
handler.
whole, yeah, it just opens everything up. We have a few what ifs. They're what if in Christian Wood. I guess they're not being homers. But I really believe in Christian Wood. It's not even being a homer. Although Christian Wood was nice in Houston, I wish we would have got him from Detroit before.
Yeah.
But
And he was a free
um,
agent.
yeah, like I thought Christian Wood was a big pickup back then. So I believe in Christian Wood. We got Tim Hardaway Jr. back as well, which he may not be the best player, but he's a guy that can get you 30, as we said. So he's a guy that a guy would include as an asset on the team that can go get you buckets, and you got to watch out for it. So even though we lost JB, we still gained two guys, which means we still gained one. And then as well, we got the rookie, you know. So you guys got big expectations for Jaden Hardy. So I want to see him come and do some things. So if he does something, that's another big piece. And then again, it's up to Josh Green as well, man. Like Josh Green, if all these highlights, highlights are just highlights. They just show when you do well. But if he really has been working on his game and his game takes a step this year, just one buck, like you said, bro, just one offensive move, man. If he shows you one offensive move he goes to at the beginning of the year, you're gonna be like, man, that's it. Josh, a big piece of the team now. So we'll see what happens, man. I don't think we that deep, we that bad yet, but they're going wild for saying that one, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, cousin, if like it's been a while, man. He says, "Oh well, New York is a s-hole." He said, "Don't blame anyone for wanting to leave. Good riddance, JP." Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, I can't be mad at him. That's what he wanted. Like
Yeah.
King said, free agent. I can't be mad at him. You got to blame the Mavs, man, for that one. How they handled that whole situation. He should not have been an unrestricted free agent after his first contract. Hell, look at what the Suns just did with DeAndre Ayton. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. I was about to say that was 1 o'clock. Martin said, "What do you think about trading half the roster and some picks for Kyrie, Flat Earther, or Russell Westbrook?" He said it could free up cap space in 2 years. The next 2 years, we'll get there guaranteed for flexibility. Get there unwanted for flexibility. King said yes. Sign Kyrie to a 10-year extension.
I didn't say yeah. I said it.
And he said give him part ownership of the team too. While he was at it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I sleep on that one, Matt? Mark, can I sleep on that one? I sleep on that one. Because, like you said, cap space and all that stuff, that sounds nice right now, cap space. Man, I was watching another video again today, King. Your boy, what's his name? Sports Logic did his video for worst contracts in the league, and he had your boy on there.
Bertans.
Yep.
Yeah. So
and him and Duncan Robinson on there.
The trade, I still think Duncan Robinson is a better value, and I think he'd be a better value in the system. It's again like the Spencer Dinwiddie thing again. The way Spencer Dinwiddie was saw as a bad contract, remember? I think Duncan Robinson would look better in the system. But if we could just get rid of half the roster, as long as it included Tim Hardaway Jr. and Bertans for either one of those guys, I'm down with it, possibly. If that's not including the draft picks, if y'all saying just get rid of the haul and get rid of guys, okay. If we're not talking about getting the roster that and getting rid of just draft picks, like I might give up a draft pick for Kyrie. I'm not giving up a draft pick for Russ.
Man, they need to be giving us a draft pick for taking on Russ.
Yeah, like they'll give us something.
Which is why he got moved. Yeah, because teams won't draft picks for Russ.
Yeah, I might give up one for Kyrie.
Whoa, Smito said we gave up a first for Wood. No, we didn't, Smito. We gave a second.
We gave him a second.
We gave up a first for Wood.
Yeah, we still got all our first.
We still got all our first except for 23.
Mm-hmm.
He said, but you are right. Conley isn't the Conley that he was 2 or 3 years ago. I wouldn't. He said, what did he say? But hold on, let me shrink this down, bro. There we go. But I would like Bogdan. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody want Bogdan.
Yeah.
But from what I've heard, man, like they want a first for Bogdan too, man.
No. I don't know either.
Yeah. La says, what's up, my G's? It has been a while. I'm so hyped for the next season. Question: how long do you guys think we're going to wait for our next roster move? I don't even know, man. What's this? August 9th. Training camp starts at the end of September. Hopefully, man, before training camp start, man. That way, whoever you get in can start training camp with the team. You know, so
yeah, that's always the hope, like you said, bro. Before training camp,
right before training camp, hopefully.
Yep.
Smito says let KD hold out, sit him for all 4 years if necessary, or force him to retire. This player crap has to stop. The U.S. needs the European trade rules. What's the European trade rules, Smito? Yeah, let us know what the European trade rules is because I don't even know. Dang, it must be man, it must be harsh over there, man, with their players. Johnny says, call me crazy, but I think we started this season off with Bertans and Tim still on the roster. I mean, I can see that, Johnny. I can see that. I mean, as time goes on, I can definitely see that. He says anybody gets traded, I think it'll be Powell and maybe Josh or Frank. Yeah, I could see that, man. I could definitely see that.
Yeah, I mean it should be Powell, Josh or Frank. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Man, how
know.
much can you get for Josh and Frank though, man? That's the thing.
No,
That's only 5 mil right there.
I think the only reason Powell is being held on to is because they're trying to get rid of Bertans or THJ. I think they're trying to add him on as a piece. Like he's a value as far as the asset, as far as the expiring contract to make money work.
I guess, man. Smito says, European contract rules: a team cannot trade any player they have under contract without his approval. Whenever a player is traded, he has to negotiate a new contract. Oh, okay. A new contract. Those rules are way better. Oh,
So it's not the existing contract. If you ask for
so
it,
yeah, you're not taking the contract with you. Okay.
okay.
Hmm. So, for example, they would trade Westbrook, and wherever team go to don't get the 47 million, they can negotiate a whole another contract with him to save more
Yes,
money. That's what I'm getting. That's what we getting, Spito.
I
Can he
think
get a cheaper contract, or he got to get a better contract? How does that work?
I think you say any contract, which would mean that it's like that makes perfect sense though. That's like an in between. That means you meet them in the middle as far as the owners and the players, because the players can still go if you trade. The trade can only happen with Russell Westbrook's approval. So Russell would have to ask for the trade to happen. If you do trade the guy away, then the other team gets to decide what they want to pay him.
Now you know that X's out. People trading. Oh, he only got 1 year left. I'll take him.
Yeah.
You know that X's that part out because now if you trade him over here, I'm gonna need a contract. Now,
Plus,
but on the flip side, say the Raptors like that year they traded for Kawhi. Kawhi wouldn't have left, but guess what? Once I trade you over here, there's a new contract for you.
yeah, Kawhi would have. Yeah, I don't
So
know.
he would have stayed in Toronto with a new contract.
He'd have stayed in. Yeah, he probably stayed in San Antonio though. So less players would ask for trades though, because if they know if he would have went to Toronto, if he wouldn't have been traded to Toronto because you can't be traded without the player's approval.
Oh yeah. So he would have went to like the Clippers or the Lakers.
Unless the San Antonio Spurs would have traded him to the Clippers, but if they wouldn't have, then he would have had to play out his contract.
Right.
Because if they traded him anywhere else, he would have to sign a contract, whatever. And the Raptors wouldn't probably take him for a 1 year thing. They'd be like, "Why am I giving this to you for 1 year?" You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Johnny says, I constantly hear people say we need a second star to contend, but who could that realistically be? And what would it cost for an asset/player standpoint? It's no point of another star with a bad team. You must be talking about that. You must be talking about that tweet you saw earlier, Johnny B. I saw you had commented on the tweet. Excuse me. If you're talking about for the Mavericks, man, I think we're fine with Christian Wood. I think we just mainly need another ball handler. That's what we keep talking about. You need another consistent ball handler on the team, man.
I swear on everything. Nico going to get praised so much from only giving up a second round draft pick for Christian Wood by the end of the year, man. Like, I don't think we even realize yet. It's going to be hindsight. It's going to be ridiculous.
Oh, that's what they were talking about. I forgot about the 26 pick. Yeah, Jay, you right. So that's what Smiley was talking about. Yeah, 26 pick. I forgot about
that. Yeah, we did. It was the first round. You're right. But then we got back in the second round. You're right. It was the first pick. That's basically a second round pick, man. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, wait. I thought they also gave a second for him, though.
No, it was the first round. It was a 26 pick, and then they traded back into the first round, into the second round. Yeah, with their second round pick.
Let's see.
That 26. Yeah. Y'all technically right, but come on, man. That's basically a second round pick, is what we saying.
Yeah. We got it. Smart. I don't know why I can't think of second round. I forgot if we got that.
It's because it was so late.
Yeah,
Would you give a
and
how
we
about
had
this?
already.
How about this one? Would they give up anything higher than that for Mike Conley?
Heck no, no sir.
Not at all.
Uh, Smile said yes, exactly. If Westbrook wants out and demands a trade, his new team would negotiate a new contract
Mhm.
with him, most likely at way lower. Oh, okay. So I didn't know. I thought you had to like what I'm saying, could extend it or something.
He'd
Okay,
be he'd be forced to play it out.
yeah, that.
But all that'll
Oh wait,
happen though, Smito, I'm gonna keep it real with you. The way the players play over here, you just had Vince Carter situations where guys wouldn't give it their all. James Harden, that they
that
would play.
didn't give it his all anywhere he went.
Yep, they play out their contract like James Harden was doing it, but he just played that way. He'd be less of himself. That's how I think a lot of players would get over.
Yeah, you might be right, Jody. You might be right because, uh, like I said, for example, the Kawhi thing, he gonna want that flexibility after that 1 year he had left, man. He wants to be able to go into free agency and make a decision on where he wants to go. So you might be
Yep.
right. Dang, where we go? Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, yes, Michael says exactly. Kawhi wouldn't have been traded, and that's why players respect the contracts they signed in Europe way more than the U.S. We also too, Smito. I kind of brought that up a while back. That's why I said like you see those players like the Dirks, the Jokic's, the Ginobils, those guys. You can see those guys moving a lot. You know what I'm saying? The Giannis's, those guys didn't move a lot, man. They stayed with those teams, and I guess they got a lot of those sensibilities from Europe, man.
Yeah.
Being with those one team, that one team that they play for. You know what I'm saying? I told you said the players know their value is vital. He said they never give that guaranteed money up. Yeah, he said the beauty of the NBA, in my opinion, is freedom the players have. Screw the plantation mentality leagues. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Like you said, Joey, I had to think about that. You right, man. You definitely right.
Yeah. They don't get paid as much as they should get paid at the end of the day. But I still think
Man,
you
it's gonna
sign.
go up.
Yeah, but you signed. You still signed the contract. You still agreed to the contract. So again, Jody, my thing is, I don't disagree with. I have no problem with you leaving a team. Like I'm not for that. Sit with one team your whole career if a team does not do anything. Like right now, I think Damian Lillard is sitting in between. Like guys like Damian Lillard are stuck in like limbo because he's trying to fight with that, stay loyal and stay with a team and all that. Like, I would have no problem at all if Damian Lillard went to another team at this point. Like, he's giving Portland all he could. That's fine. Like, if he's a free agent, bounce. If they can come to an agreement and say, we're not going anywhere and we want you to go win because we need to rebuild and we're not going to go anywhere soon, that's fine. But to hold a team ransom after just signing a new contract for 4 years, like they just gave you your contract. So that means whatever money you were able to get for this contract, you negotiated with the Brooklyn Nets to then tell them, no, I don't want to play here anymore. Trade me away to someone else. That's pretty sick.
Switcher says real. That cap is sick. New release. Nah, man, my baby bought this for me for my birthday. I believe 2 years ago. Like all this part right here, man. This is like suede right here, and this part right here is metal. The Mav symbol right here is metal. Like we probably could see it glistening off the light and stuff, man. Like you can
I got that man.
probably can
I
hear
got
it or
that
whatever. Yeah,
man
man.
on
It's like my favorite hat, man. When she bought this one, I was just like, man,
got
that's
that
when you get
man.
down on one knee right there. Can you? I already got down on one knee. But the thing is, that's
See,
when you get down on one knee. You get your one
shit,
knees right
I
here.
already did that. That's enough.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I already did it too. So I mean, it's okay. So what I did, I got back on one knee again, took the ring off her finger, put it back on after she did that. You got to reenact it. That's how you do it. Let's see. Smito says we gave up our 22 second rounder in the Porzingis trade. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the 22 first in the Wood trade. Then we gave up 2 future seconds to get back into the
Mm-hmm.
Smito. Hold on. He said second, 22nd, and Okay. Spider, real quick, man, can you tell us what those 2 second future seconds were? Cause I'm trying to see how many second round picks we got left. Let us know real quick, Smito, how many well, if you could tell us how many second round picks we have up until 2029, let us know. And then let us know too where those 2 future second rounds are gonna be. I want to say 24, 26. I could be wrong, but let us know real quick, Smito.
26, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's 24, 26. Johnny B says everybody blaming Russ for the Lakers being trash. Well, you know how it is, Johnny. Man, you gotta have. If your season is not going well, man, somebody gotta fall. It's not even just season. Like whenever you lose, man, you gotta have somebody to fall back on, right? Um, like I said, I've been watching Phoenix Suns podcast, man, since they got kicked out the playoffs by us. And hey, they've been doing the same thing with a lot of finger pointing at DeAndre Ayton. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to find somebody to blame, man, for whenever you lose or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? So, in which, to be honest with you, man, I think everybody and their mama knew that Russ and LA thing wasn't gonna work, man.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a good pairing. You know what I'm saying? And so they figured, hey, just get the stars in there. We'll figure it out later, man, and not thinking about the fit. You know what I'm saying? And so that's probably where a lot of that's coming. That's why where a lot of that frustration is being pointed to.
And Johnny B, I give praises all the time on this show to LBJ, but it's a curse of being around LBJ. When you're around LBJ and LBJ ain't doing well, they expect him to go to the finals every year, even if he's aging. No one wants to admit he's getting chinks in his armor,
which is crazy. Yeah.
But when you're playing with him, somebody got to take that L because he's still putting up 30 a game. He may not be playing defense, but he just put up 30 a game basically in his 20th year or 19th year last year, right? So that's ridiculous. So somebody had to take the blame. Really, the blame should be on that other guy. That should be the number one guy right now on the team.
Who's that, King? Who's the other guy?
Hey, I don't want to give shots because they say shots are illegal on this show, and they say you don't want to. I can't. Anthony Davis. But
what? I didn't hear you. Can you say that a little bit louder for the kids in the back, King?
I can't say that. You say Davis Bertans. No, Anthony Davis. But it's really his fault. I feel like they need to find something to do with him. Really, this should be his last hoorah. They talking about Russell Westbrook. This will be the last hoorah for AD for me. If I was LA Lakers, like this is it. If you don't do it, I'm getting rid of you. But I think Russ, he'll be found on a different team. I don't know if Russ going to be one of those guys get a championship though. I may have come to terms with that. Like he just isn't.
Man, I'm sitting there trying to think who it was. I heard, and somebody did say that one day. It was like I don't know why. Like Johnny B said, he said everybody blaming Russ. And he said I haven't heard not one person point that blame at AD.
Yeah.
Not one person. I cannot remember who it was. I want to say it was Nick Wright. I could be wrong though. It sounds like something Nick Wright would say because whoever it was had a point. And I've been saying that. It's like that dude. I told Daryl that a couple years ago. It's like, bro, that dude gave you the keys, man. You supposed to be being the number one guy, man.
Yeah.
Just not a dog, bro. Frank says, how high you think Josh Green will improve this next season? Seen the chart that Green is actually pretty good at passing to guys who are open. We probably can be a third ball handler off the bench. That's a huge jump, man. That's a huge responsibility. If Josh can get me 9-4, 9-4-3, I would say that's a successful season.
Nah. If you're gonna give me 9, I want 5.
Okay.
If he not gonna double digit me in points by this point, give me 5 assists and give me something awesome in assists. Like where it's like, okay, you give me 5 assists a game. So be that guy then, that passing guy then. You gotta get something. I need you to establish something right now. Or you gotta be a lockdown defender where you just going in there and
you got that on lock already.
Not yet. Not where guys go in there and say he's that dude that's going to shut him down. Like, you got to go get that respect and as a lockdown defender this year. There's something he has to get respected for something this year, basically.
Yes, appreciate it. Swiss, appreciate it, man. Yeah. Like I said, I think I've had this for a year now, maybe two. I can't remember. I know she bought it for my birthday. I can't remember what year it was though. But yeah, it's like my favorite hat, man.
Man, you know you better than me, bro.
Smito says, as far as I remember, yeah, okay, so it was 24, 26. Second round is for hard. Okay. So that means we still got 25, 27, and 29. No, wait, sorry. Well, yeah, 20. We got 23, 25, and 27, 28, 29, I think. I think that's what that is. Jeffrey says, what's up, Glow Yard? Appreciate your stream. Appreciate it, Jeffrey, man. Appreciate you, man, hopping on with us.
Thank you, Jeffrey. We got a lot of people on Mahad Johnson, but not that guy. I'm not sorry.
It says, my bad. Martin says, my gambling astrologist told me that Kawhi will be injured. Denver will improve a little. T will be Utah 2.0. Jesus. And the Suns are going to be get worse with CP3 nearing 100 years old. Agree with you, Mavs top 2 next season. Okay. I hope you're right. Hope you're right, man. I hope you're right.
I don't know.
Utah 2.0. To be fair, Martin, Minnesota got better defenders than Utah.
Yeah.
And is a better defender than Donovan Mitchell.
It might work, man. That's the crazy thing. It's
yeah,
scary.
That's the scary part. Is, bro.
It's like it might work, man. It might.
All right, let's see. Jay says we also have to blame LeBron for gaming the Lakers. He said he demanded they trade for Russ, and now he's wanting. Yeah. That's why I said, I guess they had the idea, man. The fact that, you know what I'm saying, just give him a superstar. Because remember, also, they could have had Buddy Hield, who probably would have been a better fit. They don't have any shooters. So yeah. Oh, man. Cuz, what's good, man? He said, what happened with Memphis? Didn't even place a position to contest. He said, Curry and friends went back to the ship untested, it seems. Yeah. I mean, you got to remember too, man. What's the boy name? Ja was out for Ja was out like the last 2 games or whatever. So
yeah.
I'm gonna chalk it up to that. But I mean, yeah, it is what it is. You're right, bro. Let's see. Smito says, well, Bullock didn't average 9 last season and did not average 5 assists. Was he a valuable player? That's a good point. But
you ready for me to attack it?
No, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. He didn't. You're right. He didn't average 5 assists either, but he was established as a lockdown. Well, I guess a lockdown defender. Yeah, Bullock was able to go out there and do his thing, and then also his 3-point percentage was pretty high. His role was to go back and forth with Dodo, so he didn't have to be the consistent 10 a game or whatever. They would usually go back and forth. One of them having 15 or so, and the other having probably about 9 or so a game or whatever. So his value, I told you, he has to establish himself as something, Smito. If his 3-point percentage got to 40%, then he's established himself as a 3-point shooter. If his points get to 10 a game, he's establishing himself. Josh Green is supposed to be a decent play on the team. He's a higher draft pick than Reggie Bullock. So at some point, I want him to represent that he's a higher draft pick than that guy. So that's what I'm saying. I want something to show his niche of what he's going to be good on his team doing. So if he becomes a great defender like Reggie is and shoots 40% from the field and gets me 9 points a game, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Oh, man. So Smito said we barely have any second rounders. He said we have 2 over the next 7 years. Don't ask me where they all went, but we don't have them.
That's fine. We don't need them anymore. You wanted the first rounders, bro. We had to use the second rounders to get the first rounders.
Yeah, but you want to use as many of them second. You want to use many of the second rounders to make those moves to try to avoid from using those first rounders. If you run out of second rounders, then what you gonna do?
And that's what we've been doing. That's why we haven't used any first rounder yet. That's what we saving the first rounders for, like you said.
Excuse me. Let's see.
I really don't think the Mavericks are going to be drafting a bunch of guys that are going to help the Mavericks. How about I say that to you? I don't think in the future with Luka we're going to be drafting a bunch of guys going to be like, oh my goodness, they're the guys that are going to help us lead into the future. Like I think we're going to be using draft picks to trade for guys. That's why we're waiting to get all our draft picks back.
Reggie says I'm expecting 12 to 14 points from. Dang. He said I'm expecting 12 to 14 points from Josh Green. I think he will be the starting two before the end of the season. Spencer will come off the bench. He said I think Josh Green could be most improved candidate. Jeez,
man. I hope.
Man, listen. I hope you. That jersey. Man, I hope you're right, bro. I really do. I really hope you're right.
That jersey going up there if he does that. I'm telling you.
Jesus, boy, it's gonna be the. Hey, he should win most improved for sure, man. If he do that, bro. Jeez, that's gonna be the biggest jump in history.
If he does that, Josh Green gonna be our third star on our team eventually.
I know, right?
I'm dead serious. If he does that this year, Reg, and I'm not even saying I believe in Josh too. I hope he does. If he does that, he's going to eventually be the third guy on his team. I do think he should be the starting two eventually. I hope he progresses to that. That'll be awesome, Reggie. I hope.
That would be awesome.
Please, Reg, I'm with you.
Smito says Red shot 36% from 3 regular season. Green shot 35.
All right. Okay. All right. Who shot what in the playoffs? How about we say that, Smito?
He said who shot who. Smito, he said who shot better when it counted.
Yeah, who shot what in the playoffs, man? Come on.
Hey, he said pull up his playoff 3-point.
Still, Reggie shot better than what Josh did last year, and Josh is a higher draft pick. So let's see Josh get to 37% now. Then, okay.
Martin says the thing is Luka's too good. That's why we can't get top 10 during draft. Yeah, it's kind of like with Dirk. Said if Nico and Cuban have the ball to tell Luka to tell Luka to take, Mavs would have gotten top talent in the draft already.
Nah, we got the guy.
Listen, the closest we could have got to that was that year that we traded everybody off to get KP. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's the closest you ever gonna get to tanking.
And
with Luka, man.
The messed up part is that we had already traded the draft pick to Atlanta.
Yeah.
If we would have still had that draft pick from the Atlanta draft,
that's what it was.
We had to give up the pick though to Atlanta still, so it didn't matter that we tanked because we still had to give it up, unless it was like I think top 3 protected. So it had to be a top 3 pick, I think.
Man, I still don't know. I don't know what happened with that whole. Maybe I need to find an Atlanta podcast. I thought I did find an Atlanta podcast. Well, I need to find an Atlanta podcast, see what happened with that whole. What's that boy name that went to New York?
Cam Reddish.
Thank you, Cam Reddish, man. I would have loved to have Cam Reddish, though.
I don't know what's going on with DeJounte Murray. He out there bullying people, man. Bullying these other guys. Dude, I don't know what he's doing right now.
Well, he left from Pop, man, and started acting a fool out here, man.
Yeah, he out there being wild.
But yeah, man, it's gonna probably do it for us tonight, guys. Appreciate y'all rocking with us for another edition. Excuse me. It was y'all show tonight. The questions in the comments, of course. We definitely appreciate y'all rocking with us. Listen, guys, if you're brand new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're trying to make it to our first 1,000, guys. We're definitely on our way. Less than 300 to go. We're almost there. Also, hit that like button, guys, if you enjoyed the content tonight, guys. That'll be much appreciated, too. Also, you see our socials down here, guys, on Twitter. We got We Talk Mavs on Twitter, and then we got We Talk _Mavs on Instagram. So go ahead and follow us on both of those. Hold on. Spider had 2 more. Let's get these last 2 in. Spider says we're talking he said we are talking what Green can do in the regular season, playoffs, a different thing. He said just look at how Brunson played in his first playoff in 21 and then this year. Okay.
Smito, you talking to me though, Smito, as if I'm not the biggest Josh Green supporter in the world. Like, you're right. I'm the one saying give him another chance. But
he said he said Green is still only 21. He said 1 year younger than Dorian was when he played in the NBA, his first NBA game. And as old as Brunson was entering the league. Oh, dang, Brunson was 20. I thought he was 20. Yeah, he was 20.
But the thing is about it, Smito, the thing is you getting the benefit of the doubt about Dodo was undrafted. Jalen Brunson was a second-round draft pick. Josh Green was expected to be better than both of those guys. Like it is what it is. So I'm not saying he can't be that. I'm saying give him time. I agree with you, but I'm just saying like at some point he's a first round draft pick guy as far as, and he's right after the lottery. Like he's supposed to be somebody that can do something on your team that can be relied upon. So I just want him to be relied on something. If it's going to be his passing ability, that's fine. If it's his scoring for this year, that's fine. If it's his defense, that's fine. Whatever, just find some type of niche where you can play in the playoffs because you have a niche, because there's something that you do. I want him to play in the playoffs this year, basically.
Yeah, I keep bringing up Desmond Baines and Sadiq Bey, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
you should be at least their level right now, man.
Yeah.
You got drafted around that range, so yeah. But yeah, that's gonna probably do it. Kings, there anything I'm missing, man?
Nah, share, and more share. If you guys haven't seen our faces already, you've probably already been listening to us on podcast form, I should say. You can follow us on all podcast streaming sites or wherever you get your podcast streams. And also, if you do on Anchor, please, if you have the chance or if you have the time and opportunity, please, if you can find it in your heart, leave us a donation there. But you do not have to. We'll still be here producing this either way. But if you could, we definitely appreciate it.
Yes, sir, guys. What's today? Tuesday. We'll
Tuesday.
be back Friday morning, guys. Hopefully something happens, man, to where we got something actual show for you guys, man. If not, I guess we could do more question comments. But yeah, we'll be back Friday morning. Of course, like I said before, too, guys, you follow us on Twitter. You can join us on Spaces on Sunday evenings at about 9:30. Um, and yeah, I think that's about it, man. So with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy Real. I got my boy King. Is We Talk Mavs. We see you bird above King on the Glow Mavs production. Same Matt time, same Matt channel, right? Did I say that already?
You did.
All right, then, y'all. See y'all again very, very soon.